Maya is a very intelligent and beautiful girl. She wasn't born with a silver spoon but had her basic needs and comfort provided for by her mother. Because of her excellent academic performance in school, Maya's mom decided to get her daughter a laptop so she can perfect on her coding classes even while at home. Of course, that was the least she could do for her promising daughter to support her academics and make it fun and easier. Maya was thrilled at the gift and couldn't wait for it to be set up. Maya's mom did set up the gadget and set some parental controls on it. She was confident and entrusted it to her daughter. Her coding prowess improved immensely as she was seen steadily practicing with every assistance. Lessons and apps she saw online. Maya is a typical 14-year-old girl who loves spending time online. Her interest began to expand online as she starts scrolling through social media and watching videos. Maya's mom was so engrossed with work to keep up the pace of safeguarding Maya from the internet and have assumed she was online making researches concerning her academics. One day, while browsing through a popular video sharing app, she stumbles upon a clip that catches her eye. The title is provocative, and the thumbnail is sensational. Not very sure what it was about in her teenage curiosity, she clicks on it without thinking twice. As soon as the video starts playing, Maya realizes that it's not what she expected. The content is explicit and disturbing, but she's too curious to stop watching. The video ends with a link to a website that promises more exciting content. Maya's curiosity gets the better of her, and she clicks on the link without a second thought, hoping to feed her curiosity. The website is sleek and professional. It could bypass all parental controls and has a logo that looks like a popular social media platform. Maya is prompted to create an account, which she does without hesitation. As soon as she logs in, she's bombarded with messages from friends who want to chat with her. Wow, that feeling of a celebrity having lots of friend requests creeps in. Maya is initially hesitant but soon finds herself engaging in conversations that make her feel seen and heard. She starts to share personal information and photos, which her new friends use to manipulate her. They convince her to share more explicit content, which they promise will stay private. Naive Maya, trusting her new friends, didn't discontinue the conversation but rather kept it to herself. This time she was by herself with her gadget, engrossed with the current happenings. As the episode ends, Maya is trapped in a world of deceit, gradual drift from her relationship with her mother, and she doesn't even realize it. The camera zooms out to show her phone screen, which is filled with disturbing messages and images. The screen fades to black, with the sound of a notification ping in the background, signaling the start of Maya's descent into the dark side of the screen. Indeed, Maya's life was gradually changed by the content she consumed, exposing her to online exploitation. Maya is now deeply entrenched in the online world, spending hours chatting with her friends and sharing intimate photos and videos. She starts to feel like she's part of a special community, one that understands her and accepts her for who she is. Forgetting the repercussions and need to retrace her steps back, now it's too early. She feels all grown and responsible for her joy and actions. But as the days go by, Maya begins to notice strange occurrences. Her friends are pushing her to do more and more extreme things, like sending nude photos and engaging in risky behavior. She doesn't feel comfortable about it. Of course, that's not a proud way of life, yet she couldn't resist. They told her that it's all just a game, and that she's safe because she's anonymous. She was fooled to believe that, and so she fell for it. One night, Maya receives a message from an unknown number. It's a screenshot of one of her explicit photos, with a threatening message: "We know who you are. Meet us at the old warehouse at midnight, or we'll expose you to the world." Maya is terrified. She realizes that her friends have been playing her all along, using her for their own twisted entertainment. She tries to delete her accounts and erase her online presence, but it's too late. The damage is done. She wasn't even bold enough to open up to her mom what has silently and secretly transpired all along. In a state of confusion, she decided to go to the old warehouse as stated. Maya, after the close of school that fateful day of Friday, was seen walking towards the old warehouse. Her heart pounding in her chest. She knows she's walking into a trap. But she feels like she has no choice. The camera pans out to show the dark and abandoned warehouse. A symbol of the dark side of the screen that has consumed Maya's life. As Maya walked into the warehouse, her heart pounded with fear, anxiety and apprehension. She suddenly caught a glimpse of masked individuals from the shadows. One of them, who she suspected to be the leader, beckoned on her to come close. Her legs trembled at every step she took as she approached. They then disclosed to her that she was being picked for a special initiation ritual, which will earn her unrestricted access to a vast and exclusive online community. Maya, consumed by regrets, hesitated, as she couldn't afford to make more evil decisions. But the group leader, who was extremely good with words, won her over, not letting go of his menacing smile, luring her into believing that it was just a harmless game, guaranteeing her of the wealth, fame and riches that will come with it. The ritual commenced, bringing shock and regret to Maya as she was being coerced into doing all sort of demeaning and humiliating activities. She realizes too late that she's trapped, and that the group has no intention of letting her go. Upon completing the rituals, which involved consuming various concoctions, some of which were laced with drugs, Maya's consciousness began to fade as the group dragged her away, her weak cries for help barely audible. Meanwhile, Maya's parents and friends were searching frantically for her with grown urgency. Oblivious to the perils she was going through, tracking her phone to the warehouse, it dawned on them. Their search was a futile effort, as Maya had seemingly disappeared into the thin air. What will happen next? Will she escape the clutches of these dark associations? Will she be their next victim? Maya finds herself trapped in a dark and dingy room, with no memory of how she got there. She's surrounded by the masked figures from the warehouse, who reveal that she's been chosen for a sinister purpose. The leader of the group, a cold and calculating individual, explains that Maya will be used as a pawn in their twisted game. They plan to exploit her online presence to lure in other victims, and Maya will be forced to participate in their dark rituals. Determined to escape, Maya uses her wits and resourcefulness to gather information about her captors. She discovers that they're a notorious online cult, known for their brutal tactics and exploitation of vulnerable individuals. Maya seizes an opportunity to escape, using her knowledge of the cult's online activities to her advantage. She creates a distraction, and in the chaos, she manages to flee the room. As she navigates the dark and labyrinthine corridors of the cult's hideout, Maya encounters other victims, all of whom have been exploited and manipulated by the cult. Together, they form a plan to take down the cult and escape. The episode ends with Maya and her newfound allies making a daring escape. Pursued by the cult members, they fight their way through the hideout, using everything at their disposal to outsmart their captors. As they emerge into the bright sunlight, Maya realizes that she's finally free. But she knows that the cult is still out there, waiting to strike again. She vows to use her experience to help others, and to bring the cult to justice. This expanded episode highlights Maya's resourcefulness and determination, as she uses her knowledge of the online world to outsmart her captors and escape. The episode ends on a hopeful note, with Maya emerging as a stronger and more resilient individual, ready to take on the challenges of the online world. Maya's campaign against the cult has gone viral, and she's become an unlikely hero for online safety based on her encounter with the social media and online wolves in sheep clothing. She's approached by a prominent tech company which has listened to her story, in which she had encountered with the dark side of the screen, and has decided to give her the maximum support she needs and how to expose those online manipulators, also to help them develop a new platform that prioritizes user privacy and security. Maya was never comfortable with the offer coming from the prominent tech company, thinking that her captors has come in another dimension in order to abduct her again, but with enough conviction from the prominent tech company which meant no harm, rather they've come to join forces with her and other to bring down the social media deceivers at fraudster. Then Maya decided to work with the company after they convinced her they're genuine TY. As Maya works with the company, she realizes that the online world is still fraught with dangers. She uses her expertise to help design a platform that is safe, secure, and transparent in order to draw the attention of the innocent people to what is happening and how the youths are been victimized by social media fraudsters and cultists. Exposing the hideouts of the culprits, their style of luring people into their trap and how to escape from their trap. Meanwhile, her allies from the escape are also finding new beginnings and trying to support Maya on her quest to exposing their captors. They're using their skills to help others, whether it's through online support groups or real-world community programs. Finally, both Maya, the prominent tech company, and Maya's allies were able to launch the platform by which they used to expose the deceivers and fraudsters after much battle and unrelenting effort, letting people know and realize that despite the fact that social media has done harm to people, that there's still good part of social media to the public and world at large. The episode ends with Maya launching the new platform, surrounded by her friends and allies. She reflects on her journey, realizing that the online world can be a powerful tool for good if used responsibly. She had also made people, especially the youths, to verify whatever they see on social media before committing themselves to it. The final scene shows Maya's online presence, now a symbol of hope and inspiration. Her story has come full circle, from exploitation to empowerment. This expanded episode highlights the importance of using technology for good and the impact one person can have on creating positive change. Maya's story serves as a testament to the power of resilience and determination in the face of adversity.